Good afternoon, fellow patriots. The conservative patriot here. Hope you guys are having a fantastic Saturday. Well, got an article here that I want to read to you guys, and you guys decide what's going on here. Okay, the name of the headline is Two Adam Schiff aides work directly with Whistleblower in the White House. The more we find out about the politically biased whistleblower, the more it seems that the impeachment inquiry was a corrupt setup to remove our duly elected president from office. According to a bombshell report, corrupt California Republican Adam Schiff recruited two former National Security Council aides who just so happened to work with the infamous CIA whistleblower during the Obama and Trump administrations. Check out what the Washington Examiner reported. Abigail Grace, who worked at the NSC until 2018, was hired in February, while Sean Misko, an NSC aide until 2017, joined Schiff's committee staff in August, the same month the whistleblower submitted his complaint. Now, I'm going to break this all down also, so definitely I'm definitely going to be talking a lot about this. The whistleblower was an NSC National Security official who worked with former Vice President Joe Biden. I'm not surprised. And who has enterprise in Ukraine, the Washington Examiner has reported. A career CIA analyst with Ukraine Enterprise, the whistleblower aired his concerns about a phone conversation between President Trump and Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky to a House Intelligence Committee aide on Schiff's staff. He had previously informed the CIA's legal counsel's office. Schiff previously claimed that he nor his staff had contact with the whistleblower, which we all know is a lie, because we all know he did have direct contact with the whistleblower, who is a CIA operative, by the way. This revelation proves that the California congressman is lying once again. Of course he is. We have not spoken directly with the whistleblower. Yes, you did. We would like to, Schiff previously said during an interview. The Washington Examiner, continues Grace, 36, was hired to help Schiff's committee investigate the Trump White House that month. Trump accused Schiff of stealing people who work at the White House. Grace worked at the NSC from 2016 to 2018 in U.S.-China relations, and then briefly at the center of a new American security think tank, which has been founded by two former senior Obama administration officials. Aha, see, it gets weird. Another lie came in February when Schiff said that none of his hires had contact with the White House. This is what he does. He lies constantly. We have hired staff for a variety of positions, including the committee's oversight work and its investigation. Although none of our staff has come directly from the White House, we have hired people with prior experience on the National Security Council staff for oversight of the agencies, and will continue to do so at our discretion, Schiff said. If the president is worried about our hiring any former administration people, maybe he should work on being a better employer. Really? The Washington Examiner adds, Misko, 37, worked in the Obama administration as a member of the Secretary of State's Policy Planning staff under Deputy Chief of Staff Jake Sullivan, who became Hillary Clinton's top foreign policy official during her 2016 presidential campaign. In 2015, Musko was the director of the Gulf states of the at the NSC, who made it there into the Trump administration's first year. A source familiar with Grace's work at the NSC told the Washington Examiner Abby Grace had access to executive privilege information, and she has a duty not to disclose that information. She is not authorized to reveal that information. The same source said that Musko had been trusted by Trump appointees. There were a few times where documents have been signed off for final editing before they go to the National Security Advisor for a signature, the source said. And he actually went in and made changes after those changes were already finished. So he basically tried to insert without his boss' approval. Uh-oh. There were meetings in which he protested very heavily. And next thing you know, there's an article in the paper about the contents of that meeting. Oh boy. Crazy stuff. Musko also clashed with other NSC personnel at meetings. Another source said both Grace and Musko were close to Lieutenant General H.R. McMaster, Trump's National Security Advisor from February 2017 until May 2018. Musko was a CNAS fellow in 2014. Musko's name surfaced in the Hillary Clinton email controversy when he worked in the State Department during the Obama administration. So you see, this is, like I've been saying all along, Patriots, this is not an impeachment. This is just another attempted coup, just like in 2016, to take out President Trump. Because they all know he's got to get to the bottom of how the Russia probe began to begin with. So let's see if we get another article. So these are fake whistleblowers. It's all just hearsay. That's all this is. There's no factual evidence that these people actually, actually talk to him, And I figured I'd let you guys watch something. Sarah Sanders. Well, she is now a Fox News contributor. Fox News.
I've already told that to President Erdogan. Far more than sanctions. I'll do far more than sanctions. Lindsey, and I'd feel differently. I think Lindsey would like to stay there for the next 200 years and maybe add a couple of 100,000 people every place. But I disagree with Lindsey on that.
Hold on.
President Trump there.
Come on.
Responding to criticism from Senator Lindsey Graham and other Republicans for pulling U.S. forces from Syria ahead of Turkey's military invasion.
I guess not.
Sarah Sanders, former White House press.
I'll just read the whole darn thing. All right,
Fox News contributor Sarah, good morning and welcome back to America's Newsroom. Nice to see you this morning.
There we go.
Good morning, Sandra. Thanks for having me on. You have seen the continued criticism that the president has faced from his own party in the wake of that decision. How is the president handling this?
Big mistake.
Look, this is an incredibly difficult situation, and certainly one that I don't think we want any American president to have to be in. I've sat in the room when the president has had to sign letters to families, make contact with families after they've lost a child in combat. He said it earlier, and I I've heard him say it before, there's nothing more difficult in any part of his job than
That's
that
right.
role that he has to play as commander-in-chief. And I think that the president is doing the right thing by looking at how we protect the American military. This is not an easy situation. You have Turkey, who is a NATO ally. You have the Kurds, who have been an ally in the fight against ISIS. Unfortunately, those two allies hate each other, and the president wants to be careful that we don't get stuck in the middle of another endless war. This is a sad tragedy of the Middle East. It's a never-ending tale of the conflict that exists there. We've been working hard to try to reduce that, but the president wants to be careful that we don't continue to put American soldiers in harm's way for an endless war. He has also been extremely clear that if Turkey releases ISIS terrorists, dangerous ISIS terrorists, there will be severe consequences. And I can assure you that the president will definitely follow through on that severe consequences for Turkey. And I don't think that's something they want to see happen. One of the greatest accomplishments that this president has had has been in his defeat and the work that they have done to defeat the ISIS caliphate. It's a major accomplishment for this president.
But for that very reason, Sarah,
protect that.
For that very reason, he is being criticized for what this means in effect bolstering ISIS. You've heard from various Republican senators, members of Congress, who have spoken out and said this increases the chances of an ISIS comeback and endangers the Kurds. So what is the president's messaging here? And what does he need to do now?
He says it very well here.
Senator Lindsey Graham and Van
Take
Hollen
close
just
attention.
introduced these sanctions. They said they're going to introduce them as soon as Congress returns. They're going to target the energy sector, the military. President said he supports those. But what can the president do now as he continues to face this criticism?
Well, I think he's got to continue to do what he's done since day one of taking office, and that's be tough on ISIS, be tough on who our real enemies are, and not get lost in who that is. Because let's not forget, again, Turkey and the Kurds are both allies of the United States. ISIS is the enemy here. We should collectively come together and try to focus on ISIS. That's what the president has tried to do, and I think you'll continue to see him do that. That's why he supports the sanctions. That's why he wants to make sure we continue to put pressure and not allow ISIS terrorists to be released. And he said that he would go much further than sanctions and put even more severe consequences if that happens. I think, again, the president has a very, very difficult situation. There's no good answer here, and that's the problem that we face every single day in the Middle East. But I think that the president is looking at this through the lens of the commander-in-chief and the person responsible for having to call mothers and fathers who have lost their children in this terrible fight. The president doesn't want to continue to do that for an endless war and continue to make call after call, send letter after letter, because we have two allies that can't come together and decide to fight the real enemy, and that's ISIS.
All right, we will continue to watch a reaction to all of that. Meanwhile, you've got the House Freedom Caucus demanding that Adam Schiff, calling for his immediate recusal from the impeachment probe. Sarah, you've got the president facing the situation, obviously, with Turkey and Syria. You've got the impeachment that he continues to face, a situation in Ukraine. The president's got a lot on his plate.
He answers this pretty well, too.
The latest Fox News polling showing this as far as where respondents stand on the president being impeached and removed from office. And it shows 51% say that that should happen. I want to get your response to that before I let you go.
Sure. If anybody can handle a lot of different things on their plate, it's certainly Donald Trump. He's proven that time and time again, whether it's focusing on trade, the defeat of ISIS, rebuilding our military. He's very capable of doing a number of things at one time. I think that impeachment is very bad for our country, but frankly, it's not been bad so far for Republican fundraising or candidate recruitment. And I think that those two things mean infinitely more than a poll a year out. I think that the Republicans are absolutely right to go after Adam Schiff. He has shown that he is clearly politically motivated and politically driven in this entire process.
He's
weaponizing impeachment, and I think it is disgraceful what Democrats are doing to this president, but I'm thankful that we have a president that's not going to sit back and take these hits lying down. He's going to fight back. I think you've seen that so far from the response from the White House. I think they're exactly right. The president, I think at the end of the day, will be fully vindicated on the fake Ukraine scandal, just like he was on the fake Russia scandal.
All All right, Sarah Sanders, good to talk to you this morning. Thank you for being here.
There you go. So you see, so from what I understand in that video, I actually read, I watched the whole thing before I did this video. I don't understand why Lindsey Graham would want to keep our troops overseas, which you just heard Sarah Sanders say that one of the hardest jobs President Trump has to do is write letters to people who are killed in action. That's the hardest thing he has to deal with every day. He doesn't want war. And he certainly does not. She just said it right there perfectly. We do not want another endless war like we're dealing with in Afghanistan. He wants to bring our troops home. You know, it's just sad to see that, you know, they're having a disagreement on this issue. All I can say is shame on you, Lindsey Graham. Why would anybody want to keep U.S. soldiers on foreign ground? So basically, Trump. I don't know if you guys watched the Trump rally. I watched both of them. They were awesome. You know what's funny? Me and my sister actually had a civil conversation last night. I think she's getting repelled. But even she agrees. You know? That what the Democrats are, there's something going on. She's like, there's something going on. I'm like, whoa, you getting repelled over here or what? But why in the heck would you want to support sending troops to a foreign land? Go there to die for nothing. Answer that, those Republican leaders. Those Republicans that disagree with President Trump. This is a good thing. Trump wants to bring our soldiers home. So basically what President Trump is trying to say here is, let them fight their own battles. We got our own issues here in this country. That's basically what he's saying. We got issues here. It's that we shouldn't be dealing with somebody else's issues. We got issues here we need to take care of. That's basically what he said. I definitely want to know you guys' feedback on this. Definitely comment below. We definitely do not need another endless war with thousands of innocent Americans, warriors, go to a foreign land and die. We don't want that. Trump wants to bring our troops home. All of them. Let them kill each other. That's what they've been doing for thousands of years. Let them do it. Why do we have to intervene in everybody else's problems? So the moral of the story is there that, and she also talked about this whole impeachment inquiry nonsense. And you just read the article there. I mean, you just heard her say it. This is not an impeachment. This is another attempt to coup. I actually follow Judicial Watch and BCP because they're fantastic. And I watch Douglas Ducote. And I just want to say to American Joe, I'm sorry about your cat. Rest in peace to your cat. You guys gotta understand that pets are, part of your family, and it's like losing your brother or sister or mother, you know. So, my condolences go to you. So, on that. But you see what's going on here? The Democrats are backpedaling. They can't beat him in 2020. So, we're going to impeach him on no crimes that he committed. And they think that we, the American people, are stupid. Wrong again. We know what you people are up to. We know every move you're making. We all know this is an attempted coup to take down a sitting president. He has done nothing wrong, and there's no crimes that were committed. It was a normal conversation between a foreign leader. So basically what the Democrats are saying, that he can't have a decent conversation with another former president from a foreign country. But yet, you got Joe Biden and his son making illegal dealings with the Ukrainians during 2014 and so on and so forth. And then we got the Hillary Clinton email scandal about Benghazi in Libya, where 4 dead Americans were killed under her when she was Secretary of State. Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's report. And if you guys are a member of the Conservative Patriot family, please hit the thumbs up. Be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. If you're not a member of the Patriot family, it's free, I promise. If you want to get true news and true reporting and basically some rants here and there, this is the channel you want to go to. Well, you guys are getting out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed today's report. Until next time, this is the Conservative Patriot. God bless all of you. God bless our duly elected President, Donald John Trump. And God bless America. Trump 2020. Stay in the fight, Patriots. Keep fighting. Don't let your guard down. Yeah!